That's not a knife. That's a knife. Just want to give you guys a huge shout out to each and every one of you 500 plus subscribers. Thank you very much for everything that you guys have done and all of the support that you have given me. We have reached our goal. I have a YouTube short posted for an entry video. Make sure you guys go over to that short and post one comment. Follow the rules on that short and post a comment, and we will be running that giveaway for each of these two items on the 25th of July. Again, huge shout out to you guys. Thank you, each and every one of you, for all of the support and to getting me to 500 subscribers. I look forward to being able to give these two knife packages away for such awesome support that you guys given me. So make sure you head on over to my shorts and enter through that video. Now let's get to the regular video. Welcome back, everybody. Faithful EDC here with you today. Today I've got two knives, VOSTEED Shilin Cutter and the QSP Hedgehog, in a collaboration with Traditional Pocket Knives. Let's check out these boxes and see what they come in it, and then we'll check out these knives. We've got the VOSTEED with a metal tin. You've got a pouch with a plastic bag. You've got the Vanker lock system paperwork. You got a couple stickers and the microfiber cloth down there. Most all older VOSTEEDs or newer, more expensive VOSTEEDs come in some kind of a hard case. Like I said, the older ones used to come with a metal tin, and now they have become so popular that they just come with a little pouch anymore. And this one here is the C Rinser Cutlery exclusive Hedgehog single blade spear point saw cut titanium handles. This one here is the QSP TPK Hedgehog. Get this box to open up here. It has a foam cutout for the knife itself, so that way it stays put and secure. Now let's check out these knives. We've got the VOSTEED Shilin Cutter first off here. This one here is currently available at Blade HQ for $109. Let's start with the scales here. These are Norplex Ultrex G10, so they're not just a regular standard G10. They're Norplex Ultrex G10. Sorry, that's a mouthful. Model number is A2801. We have a lanyard hole, another G10 backspacer, deep-ish style pocket clip. Pocket clip is deep carry pocket clip, but there's a little bit that sticks out of the bottom there. We have the Vanker lock, which is a really cool looking mechanism here. This here is the button to unlock and deploy, or unlock to shut your blade there. That is the Vanker lock. We have flipper tab. One con on the flipper tab is if you don't get your thumb out of the way, this front roll flipper will come back and grab you. So when you're utilizing this flipper tab, you have to get your finger way out of the way, or else it will get you every single time. It's much different than regular flipper tabs that are on knives. Let's just take, for example, this giveaway HX Outdoors here. If you utilize this flipper tab here, you can keep your finger right there and it doesn't hit you. Nothing gets in the way. But this Shilin Cutter here that has the front roll as well, so you can front roll the knife open. It gets in the way. That just comes around and hits it. If this were my knife and I were to be keeping it, I would probably work on cutting that section of the blade off, because that I don't use front roll, and that would just get in the way. You can also utilize thumb studs. It's got dual thumb studs here, and then you could also just use that button and flick that knife out. So 4 different ways of opening this knife. You have a satin 154 cm blade steel here. Full flat grind all the way up that blade, so you know it's going to be super slicey. Really nice blade shape. Great for push cuts. Just makes you feel like when you have this in your hand, you need to start, instead of pushing in with the tip of the blade, it feels like you want to start here at the bottom and cut your way out instead of pushing your way in. So really, really nice blade shape there. A little bit different than all other blade shapes, but it is pretty cool. Really enjoying this knife. You got a nice thumb or finger location there. The blade jimping outside of the scales are nice. The jimping that stays inside of the scales are non-existent. When they are flush with the scale, it doesn't work. It doesn't stop your thumb, but once you get out here outside that G10, it does stop your thumb. That's one of the biggest things that I've been seeing here lately is a lot of companies are making jimping that sits inside the scales once it's opened, and then it's like there's no jimping there. So got to make sure we have some kind of jimping outside of the scales for the jimping to actually be usable. But there is some there. There's a little bit there to grab a hold of with my thumb, so it does work okay. And then down here we have the traditional pocket knives, QSP, Collab. This one here is the Hedgehog. It has the saw cut titanium. We have a lanyard hole here. We also have a hollow grind, mirror polished S90V blade steel. Super nice blade. I love S90V. One for edge retention, that it's not going to go dull anytime soon. You just got to watch out. It will chip and break easily since it is such high hardness steel. I do have a Hedgehog of my own. This one here is a 14C 28N blade steel. So easy to sharpen. It holds the razor's edge. Takes a razor's edge. Mine is in the cleaver style. This here is my favorite style of this knife here. I have the red and black carbon with the machined on the side. So I don't really have a use for a titanium one. Yes, it looks good, but titanium and S90V would be way higher of maintenance than 14C that I have over here. So really nice knife. I really, really like it. Really enjoyed carrying it. Super snappy. The walk and talk is crazy. Get your hands out of the way because it's coming through. It's almost scary to try to shut this thing because of how aggressive it shuts. You get your finger in there, fingertip, and that thing is shutting. It's gone. So that's what we got here for you guys today. The TPK QSP Hedgehog and the VOSTEED Shilin Cutter. Really nice knives, both in and of two different worlds, but very nice. Like I said, I have my own QSP Hedgehog. They're exactly the same, except for mine is carbon and 14C, and the one that I brought today is titanium and S90V. And then on the VOSTEED Shilin Cutter, I have the full-size VOSTEED Nightshade. Unfortunately, I am going to migrate back to their old version here. This is very nice. I really like the Vanker lock, but with the front roll getting in the way and the handle just being a little bit too short, I'm going to refer back to my full-size Nightshade. It is a full 4-finger grip for me. Really good jimping up top. Blade hole for deployment, so I don't need to worry about a flipper tab or front flipper. No thumb studs. It's a Nitro V steel. This one here is much longer, so you've got about 1/8 to 1/4 inch extra on the handle itself, so that makes that for bigger hands, and then a 1/2 inch overall longer than the new version of the Shilin Cutter. I wanted to bring that out for you guys just to show you the difference of what it used to be versus what it is. I've had the mini nightshade on the channel before. This one here is coming up very soon, but I wanted to bring that out while I had the Shilin Cutter here to show you guys the difference between the old versus the new. But let's get into some sizes here. Don't really have, I mean, I guess I can pull this out here. This one here is the Spyderco Paramilitary 2. We'll put it up against the Shilin Cutter. As you can see, it is an inch plus longer than the Nightshade there, or than the Shilin Cutter. There you go there. And you're looking almost a half-inch longer than the Shilin Cutter when it's closed as well. And then the QSP Hedgehog, QSP TPK, it's a mouthful. I do apologize about that. Let's see here. Let's close this up. I don't really want to because it scares the time out of me. I do not want to lose a finger. So here we go. We've got a Case Mini Sodbuster. Or a Sodbuster Junior, sorry, not a Mini. So it is just barely larger than the Sodbuster Junior. So overall, great pocketable size. Really small, compact knife. But let's get into some sizes here for you guys. Let's see. Pull this out. Closed. You are at 3 13/16. I'm using a rag down here. Sorry, I'm taking it off screen. I'm using a rag because my fingers slip off that blade and I don't want my fingers to get cut. So that's why I keep disappearing off the screen there. You're at 2 5/8 sharpened edge and 2 7/8 overall blade. You are 6.5 inches overall. Let's get to the Shilin Cutter here. Closed length is 4 1/4. That is from all the way out here to the back, so 4 1/4. Sharpened edge is 2 3/4 inch. 3-inch blade overall, and total length is 7 1/16. So fairly small knives for my liking. Yes, I know that slip joints are going to be smaller, and that's okay. That's what they're designed to be, is smaller, more compact, lightweight knives. But this one here is even smaller than I would like, just over 7 inches. Puts it in the very small category for me. Let's get some weights for you guys. The VOSTEED Shilin Cutter is 3.6 ounces, so lighter than the Paramilitary 2. I want to go ahead and do this while I've got it here. 3.57 and 3.61. So the old version is just a little bit lighter than the new version, and it is bigger. So take that into consideration with what you want. 2.69 ounces for the titanium. Let's get this guy. 3.2. I've got a brass bead, so that's where you're going to get all your weight. This one here feels lighter than this one, being that it is carbon fiber instead of titanium. Let's do a little bit of cutting here for you guys. 154 cm VOSTEED knives. We all know that they do great on edges. TPK. Again, I need to quit opening and shutting this. Every time is a chance that I'm going to cut my finger. But one more time for you guys. S90V. Might need a little bit of a honing. It has been through the pass around group, so it has been used. It might need a little bit of honing on the edge to get it right back to not being super scratchy on cutting. But that VOSTEED Shilin Cutter, zero issues with that high flat grind on that one. That's all I got for you guys today. Thank you very much for coming and hanging out with me, checking out this video. super fun day here with these two knives. Really enjoyed both. The TPK, like I said, scares the time out of me opening up and shutting, but the VOSTEED Shilin Cutter has been quite enjoyable. But I would definitely check this knife out if you guys are interested in it. If you guys want a little bit bigger knife, go back and try to find a mini or a full-size nightshade. To me, I like that version better. Not to say that this one isn't the one that everybody's going to like, but I kind of like the old one better. That's what I got for you guys today. Thank you very much for spending some time with me today. Don't forget to like, comment, and share on this video. I'll leave a link down in the description for the entry video for the 500 follower giveaway. We're just under a week left to get entered in on that. I hope every single one of you can get entered. Also down in the description below, I have a beacons link. If you need any kind of O-lights, SRM, QSP knives, you can go shop QSP knives through my beacons link. Concept and Tenable is down there as well. HX Outdoors is in there. My eBay, my whatnot, everything that I'm a part of is in that beacons link. Also, my buddy down in Texas, Lone Star Knife and Supply, Chris there, who owns the business. He is such an awesome guy. He sells USA made knives only. So his link is the top in the beacons links. His is on the very top. Go check his website out. Super awesome knives, guys. All USA made. So if you're in the market for a USA made knife, check out Lone Star Knife and Supply through my link. Great prices. He is very compatible with most every place on prices. But show him some support. Small business owner. Show him some support on picking up a USA made knife from Chris down there at Lone Star Supply. That's all I got for you guys today. Thank you very much for hanging out with me. And as always, take care and God bless.